over. Right, so welcome to the JellyBabyWho Podcast. Today we're going to do the final 2 episodes of FLUX. So that is Survivors of the FLUX and the Vanquishers, but more on the Vanquishers because I don't really remember what happened in the penultimate episode.
Me neither.
Then we'll do a little news segment, talk about a bit about Russell and Moffat, blah, blah, blah. And then we've got a new segment. Episode 2, new segment, that is going to be, we're doing a random number generator of all new Who every week, and this week we got the Wedding of River Song, so the second half of the podcast will be about the Wedding of River Song.
Let's get into it. So, Survivors of the FLUX, I feel like that was just a bit of it just set everything up for the Vanquishers, didn't it?
Yeah.
But that didn't really set much up
but
overall.
All of FLUX was setting up the Vanquishers, yeah?
Yeah.
And everything that was set up was either irrelevant or was a really bad ending to the story.
Fell flat on its arse.
Yeah. Survivors of the FLUX, was that when Grand Serpent was in it properly for the first time?
Yeah, doing the whole unit thing.
Yeah, he was in Once Upon a Time in a Vinda memory for some reason. I don't really understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But he joins unit, he takes over unit. There's a nice little nod to Lethbridge Stewart. Yeah. I like that bit where you can hear him for a minute. Yeah, so there's that nice little nod, and then he makes snakes come out of people, or not really snakes, they're like worse than snakes.
Demons.
Yeah, demon pedo snakes. And then he eats them, kind of. He absorbs them. And then he's Absorbalov too, but obviously not as good as the classic best villain in all of Doctor Who. So really, there was potential for him to be like, oh my god, or it's a brand new villain.
Yeah.
But what did Chibs do?
Absolutely nothing. The thing with Vinda's memory, I think I was trying to set the Grand Serpent up to be like such a horrible,
the big
nasty, and Vinda's deepest, darkest enemy.
Yeah.
But all he did was he was just like, oh yeah, delete that recording.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So it's like in the conclusion where Vinda and Kate put him on a rock.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Okay, so we don't find out anything about him. Nope. The reason he's going after the Doctor is because he hates her, but for what reason, we don't know. We're never going to find out because there's no way RTD's picking up the Grand Serpent. And so he's left on a rock to live out his years. We don't know anything about him. He's so irrelevant. Why couldn't Swarm have just played that role as well?
Yeah, I know.
They should have just done. Swarm could look like a human, done the unit bit, and then still be Swarm.
Or not do the unit bit at all, because it was irrelevant in the grand scheme of things.
Completely irrelevant.
As was Kate Stewart.
Yeah, Kate Stewart.
She did nothing.
And her resistance we never see, we never hear a peep of, really.
We see one 30-second scene of the guy being shot.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All of Kate Stewart's existence in that episode, was literally pointless. The only good part of that was when her house blew up and she said Osgood, and I was like, oh my god.
And she goes, I'm going
dark or something.
That's it. And we don't... And then the next time we see her, she's in the tunnels.
Yep, she's in the tunnels.
That's what going dark is?
Yep, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why does she know what the tunnels were? She was the most underused character ever.
There's always so much you can do with Kate Stewart and Unit, and I just feel like it's such a missed opportunity, and it's really upsetting. Seriously,
it's just like classic Who have set up Unit, obviously, for ages. It's a massive part of classic Who, and then every time it's come back since, it's not even been bad. David Tennant with Martha working there, that was cool. Used pretty well, yeah. The Matt Smith Osgood and introducing Kate Stewart was pretty good. And then
Capaldi.
There's only reason they've brought Capaldi
with the Zygons.
Yeah, Zygon inversion, whatever. And then they've just, what a total waste of time.
Binned them off.
Chibnall, he just loves a name drop.
He does.
He loves a name drop.
I feel like this whole series was just name drops.
Literally. We'll go into the Daleks and the Cybermen later, but that is the biggest name drop of all time and literally irrelevant.
Literally
irrelevant. Why? Why, oh, why, Chibnall? Just do something, or don't use them at all.
Yeah.
I would prefer them not to be used than to be used so little that it's crap.
My problem is that there was so much that they could have done with Swarm and Azure as well. Like, they could have been iconic.
Yeah, literally. They could have been master level status of villain.
They started out pretty well in the first episode. I was like, oh shit, like we've actually got a memorable villain.
Yeah, I liked
out of the last 2 seasons
literally,
we've had none.
I liked when Swarm breaks out of prison and he doesn't he inhales those guys. Yeah. It's pretty brutal kind of stuff and scary.
That's another thing we don't know what that is though.
What do we know about Swarm?
We don't know anything about
the worst thing that Chibnall has done with Swarm is he's made him mysterious and then not give us any payoff, right? Because it's pretty cool how they completely hate the Doctor. They've fought with her for multiple generations that we don't know of, yeah. But the payoff, surely, for that storyline would be to find out what happened, yeah. So instead, we're seeing it from Jodie's point of view of just some mad man who we don't know any past about. He just really hates the Doctor and we don't know why.
Yeah. Azure was a human.
Yep, undercover human.
Well, I actually watched an interview with Chris Chibnall and he explained it.
Oh,
he explains it.
Not even in the show.
Not even in the actual show. He didn't even explain it on the show, so you go and watch the interview to find out what Doctor Who is.
That's ridiculous. Yep. What did he say?
Pretty much. So Swarm's punishment was to be locked up.
Right.
And Azure's was to be almost as, when the Doctor uses
like John Smith. Yeah.
But as a human in where? The Antarctic? Greenland somewhere?
Yeah, for some reason. Punishment. What was the punishment for? Was it what they did with the fugitive Doctor? Was it in that flashback that they got arrested?
The thing is, I
don't know, man.
That whole scene with her actually becoming Azure is irrelevant. Like, they could have saved up 10 minutes of screen time if she was just locked up with Swarm.
Also, can I ask what kind of punishment is letting someone live out their life with a husband in Antarctic or wherever? What kind of bloody punishment is that?
I don't know.
And their brother's getting tortured every day.
I don't know.
I can't believe it.
I would say plot convenience, but it isn't.
It's not plot convenience. It's plot inconvenience. It differs from the plot too much. But more annoying things, what the hell was that personified version of time? Yeah? Seriously? What the hell?
It's ridiculous.
I don't understand.
You know what it is? Chibnall got to the end of the script and he's like, shit.
I bet he was literally sat down on his own because he loves to write everything on his own apart from Village of the Angels, which is the only pretty good episode. Yeah. So he's sat on his own, he's going, oh my god, and then Belle and Vinda, she's pregnant, and the Daleks and the Cybermen are going to be in it, and the Sontarans are going to be in it, and then we're going to have this guy called the Grand Serpent, and then they're like, alright, so how are we finishing that off then? He went, I don't know. And then just fucking went, no, okay, we're not finishing it off at all. Everything is a stone left unturned. Yeah. But the thing is, I just know that if I knew he was having another series, I would be like, okay, we're going to get it revealed in the next series. But we're not. Because I just don't think... RTD, I think it's going to be a soft reboot. I don't think he's even going to...
No, the thing is, so we've got the 3 specials, right?
Yep.
We've got Eve of the Daleks, which is one that's obviously not going to be
I can't see how that's any relation.
Nothing to do with Swarm, Time, Azure, Grand Serpent. The other 2, we've got a confirmation that the Master is in him. In 1 or 2, maybe.
I don't like his Master, man. Sacha Dhawan, is that what his name is?
Yeah.
It's cringy, man.
But my thing is, where does it all fit in then? Are we going to get answers, or is it just going to be the Master going, Gallifrey and
I think it's
Cybermen?
It's just going to be like the Timeless Child all over again when he sets everything up and then it's never explained.
Yeah.
He'll just set up other crap that we don't care about and it'll never be explained.
Do you think it's going to be a complete wrap-up for RTD to come back, or do you think...
I think they're going to... I just think... He's just gonna make a new storyline for these specials, wrap them up, and then just leave plot points for if RTD wants them.
Yeah.
So I think the hidden memory in the TARDIS will just be left there, that anyone could pick up. I don't think. Do you think she's gonna find out?
Maybe.
I think they could just leave it.
I think in the final episode, maybe.
Well, they should. I would bloody want that.
Yeah.
She finds out and then she regenerates or something. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
But it's stupid. They've hyped it up the whole of Flux.
I know.
Flux should have been 8 episodes and it should have been explained instead of 6.
You've got to understand that COVID and...
but do I care, man? Do I care?
But also...
They've managed to film the rest.
But that's when you go, okay, 2 episodes have been cut. Let's cut this chunk of
Okay,
the
if 2 episodes are being cut, let's cut off the Grand Serpent. Let's cut off that 10-minute scene of Azure being hidden in a woman. Yeah, and let's get the plot done, idiot. Yeah. Stupid man. Mm-hmm. I'm annoyed. But anyway, what the hell is personified time, Lennon? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Is it a villain? Is it a good guy?
No.
We're Swarm and Azure working for it? Because they've come back and they're like, yeah, we've got her. And then he's like, death.
Nope. You die now.
Yeah. Also, Chibnall's like, nobody can have my villains. Nobody can have them. Kill them all. Kill them all. No regeneration for you.
Oh, hey, Time is like, hey, Doctor, I would kill you, but nah. There's no reason for them
there's
to
no reason
not.
for anything.
But all. Why is it Time?
Also, I can't stand when Time becomes Jodie and it's like, watch out for the enemies and their master. Fuck off, you loser. You loser, man.
Could that be a reference to the popular Doctor Who villain, the Master?
I don't know. Also, genuine comment the other day. I went, that is the most cringy thing ever. I commented that on Instagram. Yeah, someone replied, I think it's going to be Davros. What? Look out for the villains and their master. I think it's going to be Davros. If it's Davros, I'll delete the Instagram account. Seriously, I'll delete the Instagram account. That's ridiculous. Where's the... I'm just annoyed.
Imagine if it is, though, now.
Oh, yeah, well, JellyBaby is no more, man. We'll just be...
Chibnall watches this episode and he's like, right.
Right, we're bloody bringing in Davros. I don't care. Stupid.
A complete side point that doesn't matter really in the long run is...
What, like all of...
Yeah. When Belle and Vinda finally meet after how much time apart, it's like they've not even been apart a day. Literally. And Belle goes, I'm pregnant. And Vinda goes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've at least been apart 9 months then for her to practically be bursting with this baby that he doesn't know about. Yeah, and she's like, I'm pregnant. And he's like...
All right.
They're just... It's completely... They're irrelevant to the story. The only way they can become relevant is if they're the Doctor's parents, which a lot of people like, a lot of people don't like. I don't really care either way.
To be fair, like... I don't know how it's going to affect it anyway.
Exactly. It's just going to be like, oh my god.
It's just another thing that Chibnall goes, look! And it has no correlation with anything. So,
that's all it is. That's literally all it is. But if that's not that, then they were literally irrelevant to the whole story. Mm-hmm. Just give those things that they did to Dan or something. Dan was really underutilized, really.
I know. I had high hopes for... The first 2 episodes, I think it was great.
Yeah, I think he was still good. They just didn't use him enough.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he led so much in War of the Santarans back in Liverpool.
Yeah. On
his own. I think that was really good. And then in what's it called?
Once Upon Time.
Once Upon Time, he's just in there.
Yeah, and then he's
Village of the Angels, he's in there.
Yeah, he's in there, but it's like Yaz leading it, really, isn't it? Like, Yaz was leading all the companion stories, I think.
But she's in there.
She's in there.
The Doctor. There's 3 of them now.
Yeah, that's 3 of them now. Okay, let's let bloody Jodie do every single part, right? She plays herself 3 times. She plays the Fugitive Doctor. Another thing, why didn't they need to use more of the Fugitive Doctor when they're doing those flashbacks? There's no need for that to ever be Jodie.
Yeah, and explain, please.
Literally, please explain. I don't even care about the whole past. I just want to know something about her, to be honest.
Yeah. Where does she fit in? Where does the Master fit in?
I don't know, man. If the Master is after Missy, by the way, I'm going to be pissed off because that is the worst character development ever.
Yeah.
Because it's just completely reverted back to John Sim.
Character development.
Development, whatever. It's shit, yeah. If that, it better be before John Sim. Because we know Missy comes straight after John Sim because of is it called Once Upon a Time? World Enough in Time. I was gonna say if he's done that and then fucking Chibnall's redone that, that'd piss me off. But so if it's after Missy, I'll be mad.
Yeah, that would be a huge disappointment. And like you said earlier, I know loads of people are a big fan of Sasha Dawan's master, and that's fair enough. Have your opinion, but I don't like it. Just feels like a bit of a parody of all the masters previously.
Yeah, it's just
as Jodie did feel like that as the Doctor
literally.
too.
His whole thing is like, I'm insane, and then he puts his hands like this and laughs. That's it. He goes,
I'd be wacky.
Literally, stupid man.
Yeah, but anyway, the Doctor genocide.
Push it under the rug.
Carvinister, your whole race died.
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky pal.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Right. Anyway, let's go kill Jericho, and then Carvinister. What the fuck? That is the biggest ruin of an emotional scene ever. He'd be like, "My whole race has died."
Why did he sound a bit like Ryan there?
Yeah, because everyone sounds like Ryan when I tried to do that. Why is everyone Yorkshire in it? I don't understand.
I don't understand. Why is the big dog Yorkshire?
Literally, it's an insult.
Anyway.
Yeah, but the genocide thing, I don't care what anyone says, that is the most out of character shit I've ever seen. The whole point is
ridiculous.
The whole point of the Doctor is he never wants to kill. Yeah. There was no, if she'd have been like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to kill them all, and then killed them, I would at least be like, okay, fair play.
Yeah, it's like, I saw someone, I can't remember what it was on Instagram, YouTube, they mentioned when the Doctor in Bad Wolf, or was it the Parting of the Ways? Yeah, he has a delta wave, and he's like, he just can't do it.
Yeah, he goes.
He can't kill millions of
Daleks. They're like, are you a killer or a coward or whatever? And he's like, coward any day, and he doesn't do it, man. But now the Doctor can wipe out.
But now she's like, ah.
Made it all Sontarans, all Cybermen, all Daleks.
Recycled footage of the Daleks as well.
I can't believe that is the worst name drop ever. Why have they even included them?
So, if you can't film Daleks, just don't include them. They don't need to be in it.
They were so unnecessary. You could have just said they got wiped out by the FLUX, and that's why they weren't in it, yeah? Also, I don't understand. I've not watched The Vanquishers more than once, because I really don't like it, right? But, is the universe fixed, or is it fucked? Because on Instagram, half the people seem to think it's miraculously fixed, so I'm like, what? And then others are like, no, it's still fucked, so then what? I don't know. I need someone to tell us.
I know.
Because I actually don't understand.
Apparently the sun was fine because Earth had light.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. How is Earth okay when all the ships surround it if there's no sun? Would we not all freeze to death? That's literally a Sarah Jane episode.
Hey, don't even question it.
Sorry, Chibnall.
Doctor Who's actually not meant to be 100% realistic, so just ignore that.
Sometimes it's like, but you could have tried, man. You could have tried.
I know.
It's so bad. Also, speaking about Dan again, Di, what the fuck?
Yeah, why did she just bin him off?
Yeah, runs on the TARDIS, gives him a hug, they look like they're in love, afterwards.
I'm not feeling
It's not working out anymore, Dan. Fucking what the hell? It's like,
FLUX?
What the FLUX is that about, bro? It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. That just like one more way to give Dan nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just one more fucking kick in the fucking teeth to Dan. He's not used at all, and then the only thing.
And now the only thing he actually was living for. Hates him.
I bet Dan dies. I bet they kill off Yaz and Dan, or at least that none of them are going to travel in the TARDIS anymore.
I hope Graham and Ryan die in this.
I hope Graham and Ryan will die together, and it's painful. I hope they get exterminated to fuck. Oh, wow. I hope the Master kills him.
Yeah.
That'd
makes him into little shrinking models.
Yeah, shrinks him into little fucking models and fucking eats them or some shit. That'd make my day, actually. If Graham and Ryan die, I love Chibnall, and that's all I've got to say.
Forgive him for all his sins.
Forgive him for all the sins of creating Ryan.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, jumping about a little bit, I'm sorry. But
Well, can you sit down, Lennon? Because this is a podcast. You can't be jumping around on a podcast.
Either for Daleks. No, I'm leaving that. I'm leaving that until we're actually talking about
it. Okay, because in the news segment, we're going to talk about Eva the Daleks a bit.
News!
Jelly Baby News! That's not now, but that's what we're going to say when it's Jelly Baby News properly. You're going to do that.
We'll have a jingle.
What? Yeah, but it's just Jelly Baby News! That's what I want. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, right. We won't talk about that.
Not
yet. But I will say why was that Sontaran obsessed with chocolate?
Oh, I was so happy with the way that the Sontarans were portrayed.
Apart from when they all were sleeping at the same time in that.
Yeah, that's plot convenience, but I've forgiven that, to be honest. No?
No, I've not, but I don't care.
Apart from that, yeah, at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, I just preferred these versions of the Sontarans to the way they've been portrayed the last 10 years.
True.
Been pretty awful.
Yeah.
But then, which one was it? Was it in the Vanquishers? Yeah, it was. Why?
That is literally a major plot. Like, a plot point is pretty much centered around that chocolate, because if they didn't have the chocolate, they couldn't have done a lot of the stuff. They couldn't have got on the Sontaran ships. So that was just the biggest, stupidest way to, like, sort of plot out.
I know, like, he's trying to insert some comedic value into his episodes, but
everything he does is a joke, though. Just feel like everything he does is some stupid joke.
It just kind of spoiled the rest of the Sontarans for me. Like, chocolate, really? It's
just stupid. I don't like it. It makes me mad.
Anything but chocolate.
Literally.
And it's Dan Starkey playing the guy as well, the Sontaran as well, so all I could imagine was it was just Strax.
Yeah. Literally.
The worst Sontaran.
I hate Strax. I want to see a murder death scene for Strax. That's what I want. I want a death chamber. Yeah, and in this death chamber, it's Strax, Graham, Ryan, and Nardole, and I want them all to burn. I want them all to die a painful death.
We hate Nardole.
I don't think you actually hate Nardole as much as I do.
Not as much
as
you
hate him.
do.
I don't even know why. I just really don't like him. His face makes me mad. I like Matt Lucas though. I just hate Nardole.
Looks like a big egg.
A big egg man, and I hate Nardole the egg, and that's all I've got to say. I've been pretty brutal on the new post.
Oh yeah, Nardole. You have.
Yeah.
Go to our post in our Instagram. Like this video. Hit the like button down there.
This is me putting in the plug socket. Plug.
Shameless. Jelly Baby News.
Are we doing Jelly Baby News?
Let's do Jelly Baby News.
Jelly Baby News.
Jelly Baby News. What's in the news, Will?
What's in the news, Will? Well, Lennon, in the news there is the new, amazing, epic tale by Chris Chibnall, Eve of the Daleks. I'm pissed off, Lennon.
Why is it not a R?
Put a R in it. You've stuck with the R, yeah? You've stuck with the R for 2. It's like the new Spider-Man film not having home in it, right? So it's like Homecoming Far From Home, and now they've got No Way Home. It's like them doing it fucking Eve of the Spiders or some shit. What the hell? I'm pissed off. I don't even know what the one's called. Revolution of the
Daleks.
What?
Revolution of the Daleks, and now it's Eve of the Daleks.
Why not Revelation of the Daleks? Anything.
That's already a story.
No, Revelation. What did you say? Resolution?
No, Revelation of the Daleks.
Okay, then we could have had Revolution of the Daleks, yeah?
Yeah, that is...
No, because Revelation and Revolution are 2 different words.
Yeah, right, what I'm saying...
Yeah?
Okay, so... Revolution of the Daleks is... the second part of the trilogy.
Yep.
Revelation of the Daleks is already a Dalek story, I'm pretty sure. In Classic Who.
Oh!
Yeah.
I get you, bro.
Is it?
I don't know, man.
I think it's...
Well, I can think of another
Colin
word for
Baker.
R. It's not appropriate, the one I want to use. But it ends in dation. And that's all I've got to say on that matter. Anyway, the actual story itself looks alright. It's like Groundhog Day, die, come back to life, die, come back to life. It could be worse. It looks better than Flux, I'm not going to lie.
I'm hoping,
because the whole idea of Flux is, oh, big bad thing, destroy universe.
Yeah.
That's it.
True.
There's definitely, there's some hope there for it. I don't know what, but there's some hope.
I can't wait for them to jump straight into the episode and everything be fine.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
The
whole universe is going to be fine. Well, for fucking Chibnall, as long as Earth is fine, he doesn't care about anything else.
Nothing else matters.
So they're probably just never going to leave off-world in Chibnall anymore. Which I literally don't even care for him anymore.
I'm not bothered now.
Also, can we just talk about, it's that woman who's an Irish comedian, something Iofi or something. She's in that one. What the hell is Chibnall's obsession with comedians in Doctor Who playing people? You've got Bradley Walsh. I don't know if I call him a comedian because he's a boring wanker. Yeah. You've got Dan, what's his name in real life?
John Bishop.
John Bishop, who I actually like, yeah. And now they've got this Irish lady. Why is he putting a comedian in every single thing he's ever created?
I don't know.
He's making me mad.
He is making me mad.
I'm really mad today.
One more Dalek appearance and I'm going to flip.
Literally. Watch this not be the last Dalek appearance. Watch him whack him in the fucking finale. He's going to do it.
Recycle. It's actually recycled video footage from Eve of the Daleks. Yeah. He recycles the previous episode footage in the next episode.
I bet he does it. That's such a Chibnall thing to do. I bet he does it.
A Chibnallism.
Literally. Right Chibism. Chibism.
You know what? We'll see. I'm hoping that it's just a fun story, to be honest.
So am I, but if it's not, you can bet your bottom dollar that episode 3 of the JellyBabyWho podcast, I'm going to be slagging it off till Kingdom Come, baby. Yeah. It's going down, but it might be alright, and if it's alright, I'll give it some praise.
What's next in the news?
RTD posted Chris 2 Mass, which could be read as Christ Who Mass. And obviously we know he's coming back.
And the 2 means RTD2.
2, yeah. Oh, like the droid.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one. And I saw the Confused Adipose. He was talking about the Confused Adipose. It's a YouTuber.
JellyBaby.
No.
I meant to say Instagrammer. Fellow JellyBaby.
This is how narcissistic we are.
Literally, all I think about is us, man. All I think about is our channel.
He was saying that, is he hinting that Christmas specials are back? Because...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw that, and I'm praying to God.
Come on, guys. I know somebody mentioned in our comments section the other day, they were just like, I don't celebrate Christmas, and honestly, like, I couldn't care for it.
That's what I think is fair play.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but New Year's Day is so boring.
It is boring. But
Day as well. Why not New Year's Eve?
Maybe that is just because it's Chibnall.
Just Chibnall stinks of shit.
Yeah, we don't really.
Yeah, but come on, no, I don't care. Bring the Christmas specials back, because they're not actually anything to do with Christianity anymore, are they? They're just Christmas. No. Christmas. I don't believe in Christianity, but I like Christmas. Bring Christmas back. Bring me some aliens that look like Santa Claus. Yeah. That's all I want. Bring those guys back. Bring the Sycorax back, man.
Let's have the Grinch in
Let's have the Grinch,
Who.
yeah. And he's got a Sycoraxy helmet on, and he takes it off, and it's the fucking Grinch. I want that. Come on, Chibnall.
Next.
Chibnall, I want a Christmas special from you, mate. He's coming back for another series, and that's what I want from him. Anyway, next. Moffat has seen plans for Russell's... I don't know if it's the next series or the next arc as a whole, but he said it's really good. And they're buddy friends, aren't they?
They are big buds.
And I just feel like Moffat, even though people don't love a lot of Moffat, they know, both of them know Doctor Who. And if he's saying it's good, then I've got high hopes.
I have high hopes.
I saw a post the other day I saw one post saying, don't get your hopes up for Russell, which is fair play. As in, it's not going to be bad. I think they said it's definitely not going to be bad, but it might not be what we know and love. Yeah?
Well, yeah, I've been thinking this, but at the end of the day, like, we've been served as bad as you can get.
Yeah.
So
it can't get worse. Surely it can't get worse.
I just want the cheese back, to be honest.
Eh?
The cheese.
Eh?
You know, the cheese factor.
Huh?
You know, cheesy.
Oh, what, like...
Cheesy
like
Who.
farting aliens?
Yeah.
Slovene and that.
Yeah.
World War III. Brilliant portrayal. Brilliant portrayal of a Tory government in control with farts. Plus farts. Final bit on the news is... Does anyone care? Big Finish has been renewed to 2030. Personally, I can't see the appeal of paying £25 to listen to a 10-minute audio book.
But some people do, and that's fair enough.
And you can do it for another 10 years, buddy boy.
Yep. And that's good news, I think.
Yeah, that's good news.
Doctor Who lives on.
Yeah. Are you ready to finish the new segment? JellyBaby News! Okay, we'll see you in 5 minutes, but it'll be seconds for you, buddy. Don't worry.
It's part 2. Welcome back, everyone.
Or is it part 3?
Well, what? Because of the news segment?
That's all I'm saying.
Shut up.
That's all I'm saying, buddy boy.
We've taken a break and we're back to discuss our episode of the week. I was going to say week, but it's not really. We don't do a podcast a week.
It's the episode of the week.
Episode of the podcast.
Episode of the podcast of the JellyBabyWho.
What we've done is we've counted up the amount of new Who episodes there are, and put a random number generator, and we have The Wedding of Riversong. And what are your general thoughts? Because mine are pretty positive.
My general thought going in, I didn't remember it a lot. I just thought, I can't remember this. It's some shitty Smith story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started watching it, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be good. I knew it was going to be good when I started it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, my general thoughts are that it's a good episode.
Yeah, I was a little sceptical because I thought it would be in the midst of the shitstorm of Series 6, where everything is just like uncomprehendable. Like, what is going on?
But it's not as bad as the shitstorm of Season 7, that's for sure.
Oh no, let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, that's actually not 7A and 7B.
Haha. But yeah, I did see someone hating on Wedding of Riversong. Quite a few people, actually.
What? Who are these people?
I know, obviously not us.
Name and shame.
And that's fair enough. I understand why some people might not like it, but generally, like, I just think it's a bit of fun, to be honest.
To be honest, I don't understand why. I don't know why anyone would dislike that episode. In terms of, like, nothing plot-wise happens that ruins anything.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit of fun, and I would say that it finishes Season 6 on a high.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I don't know why you would be like, oh, what a shit finale.
Sure. They were honestly, like, slating it really bad.
Well, the bloody Christmas special that comes after that's worse. Was that the wardrobe one? The bloody Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe rip-off?
Yeah, that's vile.
Yeah, so let's just say that's the finale and it's good, alright?
Yeah.
I'm saying it's good, right.
Let's dip into some...
Yeah,
some
I've wrote some notes down as I was going through, so we'll just go along with the episode. Maybe watch the episode if you want to have a little recap yourself, yeah? But, I mean, don't if you're a hardcore
don't if you
fan.
hate it.
If you're a hater, don't watch it. If you're a hardcore Who fan who knows every single episode and every single script ever, then you don't need to watch it.
So, my first thoughts are... the Doctor's beard is horrible. Get it out of my face.
That was literally wrong.
It's
wrong.
horrid.
Yeah.
It's horrid.
You see Winston Churchill and you're like, what the hell's going on here? And then bloody Matt Smith rolls up with his dirty beard.
It's vile.
It's disgusting. It's wrong and I don't like it.
I do not.
No, it's wrong. But as a whole, the wacky, stupid London you don't know at that point that it's like a paradox kind of thing. But I think it's pretty funny. There's like pterodactyls flying around eating kids. And Winston Churchill's like Caesar of the world.
Charles Dickens.
Returns from the unquiet dead, banging. That's just cool.
You don't see it coming either.
Literally.
It's like so unpredictable. I like it.
He's just on the news and they go, have you got anything coming up? And he goes, well, I've got a book about the past, the present and the future. Double thing, because it's bloody Christmas Carol, but also they're stuck in the past, the present and the future. Mr. Moffat, mate, calm yourself down because you're writing a banger.
That was wonderful.
That was wacky.
And wonderful. Like the wacky warehouse.
Oh, what else have I written down? Not a lot about that. I said it's a bit ridiculous, but in a good way. It's Doctor Who ridiculous.
I remember you wrote down, without looking at it, that you're kind of glad that a paradox is taking effect rather than the Doctor does a time thing and everything's fine.
Yeah, for once, the Doctor stops a massive point in time and it has bloody repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I think that's nice.
I think seeing a paradox was actually a cool idea.
Yeah.
Moffat, you're a good man. And also what I've written down is just, I just like the whole paradox at the start. It doesn't, obviously it's not in chronological order, that episode. So you start off in the paradox and you're like, what the hell is going on? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's like a nice little mystery at the start before the credits roll.
Yeah.
And then obviously we find out that River didn't kill him and that's what caused the paradox.
Mm-hmm.
But no, what am I trying to say? Solid start to the episode of the paradox.
For sure. One bit you've also written down, which I took note of as well, was Brigadier. The Doctor. I don't know how far along in the episode that was. I can't remember.
It was a bit before halfway, I'd say.
Yeah. The Doctor finding out Brigadier's passed away is actually really, really sad. It's
really sad. I actually was sad because he said that he always used to leave out a brandy in case the Doctor ever comes to visit him, and that literally makes me want to die.
That's another thing of which I've written down is that although the Doctor has all the time in the world, it's like he never manages to get around to seeing everybody that he's, acquaintanced with.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
And it's in similar vein to School Reunion, where Sarah Jane's like, you left me. What the hell?
Yeah, it's cool. I love that little classic I love anytime they mention Lethbridge Stewart, I just think it's pretty cool. It's just good. He's brilliant, isn't he? He's just cool.
I mean, he was actually dead as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is,
so it's a nice little homage to him, though. Nice little thing. They didn't I hate when they make too much of it. Do you know what I mean? They had a nice moment, and just having a kind of emotional moment, just being a 10-second phone call I think that was well done.
Yeah.
More little throwbacks that were around the Lethbridge Stewart time was the Doctor's kind of saying how great he is, and he's like, I can help Rose Tyler with her homework, and I can go to all Jack's stag parties. And I just thought, cool little nod to RTD companions.
Yeah, there's quite a few nice nods in there, like Easter. Well, there is, not really Easter eggs.
One of the things I really don't like about the Jodie era is there seems to be not really any callbacks to anything.
It's very detached from everything before it. Oh, we got Jack, but he was just meaningless.
Yeah.
And we put Gwen on he had Gwen on.
Gwen's not even in it at all, really, and he just disappears. Yeah.
Oh, but they got the Daleks. Oh, and the Cybermen.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
Master.
That's a hashtag throwback, guys.
That is a throwback.
That is brilliant and epic, and I love it.
Yeah, those classic villains.
Yeah. Also,
guys.
I just need to put down a disclaimer that people might not know that when we say epic, we're actually being hashtag ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything we say is irony. Every single thing we ever say is ironic.
Yeah.
And that's the end of this discussion.
Yeah.
So,
what else have we got?
Nice little throwbacks there. Yet again, the best thing about the Matt Smith era is the bloody song "I Am the Doctor." That is my vibe. It's my favourite Doctor Who song ever. I literally don't care how many times it's overused and overused and overused. It still gives me them little goosebumps, I'm not gonna lie.
It is. This time I'm actually using the word epic.
Epic.
Unironically.
There you go.
It is pretty epic.
I'm gonna exactly quote what I wrote down on my notes at the time that this song came on for the first time in this episode. I do just fucking love "I Am the Doctor," all in capitals, music. I don't care how many times it's used. Haha. End quotation marks. I'm laughing with myself.
Yeah.
I'm having fun, alright?
This wraps up the episode. He was having fun. Yeah, he was just having fun.
Moffat sat down and he made an episode and I was having fun. Everyone was. I don't care if anyone else was.
In the room, he was like, "I'm the Doctor. Put it in." All 12 variations of it. Yeah. Every time the Doctor's on screen. I love it. It's lovely.
I do love it.
It is great.
Then when we find out why the paradox happened, we find out that River's in the astronaut suit and so I can't remember why exactly. She manages to shut down the weapon system. But before she does that, there's kind of the emotional scene between the Doctor where the Doctor's saying, "You've got to do it. This is a fixed point in time. It has to be done." And she's like, "I can't kill you." And I just think Matt Smith and River, that is just the best chemistry, really. Yeah. That chemistry's great. And then I remember seeing this a while ago where they quote each other from David Tennant and River in Silence of the Library because obviously she kills herself in the chair and he's trying to stop it. So she's like, can't remember exactly what it is. Oh, David Tennant says time can be rewritten, and she says don't you dare. And then in this episode we just watched, she's like time can be rewritten, and he's like don't you dare. It's just
That's
great.
Nice.
It's just great. Moffat, he's good at parallels.
Yeah,
he's underrated, man. That is a cool little thing there, man.
Definitely. I don't love everything Moffat's done, but at the same time, he has nice little callbacks.
Exactly.
He writes a solid story.
Yeah. And then so the paradox happens. We actually find out that why the paradox has happened then, and then Amy comes back. It's kind of cool how Amy is like part of the we found out the silent. I think you found out a bit earlier that the silence isn't just the guys. It's like an organisation. Yeah. So they've kind of taken over the silence, and they've got the eye patches and everything. And Amy's pretty cool. There's a funny bit where she remembers the Doctor, and he's like, "I can't believe you don't remember me." And then he's got like a TARDIS in his hand, and she's got loads of drawings behind and stuff.
She doesn't remember her own husband, does she?
No, and I tell you what, it's pretty funny when she's drawn a picture of Rory, and it's like this big, massive macho man, but Rory's a bloody lieutenant the whole time.
I know.
Donkey girl.
Poor Poor kid.
Poor guy. Do you know what? Rory gets the worst time.
I know, man. He's killed every other episode.
Literally.
His own wife doesn't remember him. He
loses his baby and has to know her as an adult. It's pretty fucked up, man.
What kind of a life are you living here,
Literally, man. And he has to sit for 1,000,000,000... How many is it? Like 1,000 years?
2,000?
I couldn't do that, man. What a waste of time, buddy. Also, I bet she was absolutely fine in that box the whole time.
I know.
Bet she's
probably warm.
Yeah, literally.
It's concrete.
She didn't remember any of it. She's fine.
Nah, she's alright.
Nobody even knew it was there, man.
I would have stayed as a Roman, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, literally, man.
Roman Orton.
When his hand opens up.
Gun in the hand.
So would I.
He's overpowered.
Yeah. He's taking the silence down one at a time, baby. Speaking of silence, I just like them. I just think they're always good when they're in it. They're a bit scary, man.
They are. They used to freak me out as a kid.
Especially when they hang off the ceiling like bats.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And the horrible fingers.
Yeah, dirty. The three fingers and they're like fire lightning.
Like when you pull hot dogs out of the...
You're grim, man. Why have you put that in my head? You put gross things in my head.
Why are they all in suits?
Yeah, I don't know why.
They must have gone to a tailor to get... They're massive, man. They're lanky.
Rose Tyler's cousin, Rose Taylor. Straight face gang for the audio listeners.
If you're listening on audio, go and listen on YouTube, you idiots.
Or don't.
Nah. Don't mind, really.
I honestly don't care.
What you should do is like this video and subscribe.
Yeah, and then go on JellyBabyWho Instagram and like all the posts or something like that.
Send us a message.
Send a message
and we'll
saying...
reply.
Send us a message saying... Daleks or Swaztekers. That's the worst thing I've ever said in my life. But if you DM us with that, I don't know, man. Something good's gonna happen. Yeah. Something good this way comes.
You know what? I had a really funny idea earlier.
I bet this is not gonna be funny, by the way.
No, somebody just followed us on Instagram, and I was thinking, what if we gave them a shout out? You know, because they followed us while we're doing the podcast.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
What? But
look, it's.
Oh my god.
So like, give them a shout out.
Yeah.
They won't listen, but
listen. If this is you right now, whoever this person is who posts pictures of the dogs, they look like a nice, happy-go-lucky kind of guy.
Thank you. Thank you. Highest height.
No, it doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Jeremy.
Highest height, Jeremy. He's a husband, a wanderluster, a yogi. LGBT activist, mixologist, lover, dreamer, runner. Yeah? If you're listening to this, you're pretty cool, alright? You're pretty goddamn cool.
Thank you, sir.
That's it.
Is that the end of the podcast?
No. It's not the end of the podcast. You're not that special, buddy. Blah, 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 blah. Rory and Amy. I know Rory gets the worst time, but they're a good couple.
Yeah.
I think it works.
Yeah.
They're trying to do the whole Rory's ugly trope. They always do that, and I'm like, he's not even ugly, man.
He's a stunner.
Well, he's not.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd say that. Yeah. But they're a good couple, let's face it. And then I wrote, God, River speech is always so good. I can't even remember what that was about.
Oh, when Amy straps the eye patch back onto Madame Kavarian.
Oh, savage.
Damn,
savage. Yeah, that's cool.
Like
and Rory's just like,
And she's like, who says it? It's like, the doctor would never do that. And she's like, oh, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not here. And then she's like, ooh, fucking kills her. Kills her. I hated that woman. Do you remember you just like saw her face all the time?
Freak, man. Why is she opening them little hatches?
I'd punch her. I'd do it, buddy.
I'd put the eye patch back on.
I'd punch her in the face.
I can't argue with that.
We can't argue with logic.
I can't.
I like when Amy obviously remembers Rory eventually. She like guns loads of people down, saves him, and she's like, "Oh, we're married."
Amy's a bit of a savage.
She's a bit of a savage. And then she just murders like a few people, and she's like, "Oh, we're married and we have a child, and it's River Song." That was really bad.
That was awful.
That was borderline racist. And I apologise, but it's not getting cut. It's not getting cut. So
no, it's
there
not.
You go. Then.
I'm just gonna put a bleep over it.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I would. I'd just like to read out what was happening when this is me figuring out the finale. And for anyone who doesn't understand, this is what I've got to say about it. I don't really fucking understand why the marriage fixes the universe. Okay, so I do get it. The Doctor had to be on the beach, but when River didn't kill him, it made a paradox. So when they get married, he shows her he won't actually die because he's inside a robot version of himself. So she's happy, and she shoots him because she knows it's a robot, and the robot body is burned, and he's fine inside, and the paradox is fixed, and time continues.
Well, that should be the synopsis for the episode on every streaming service.
Yeah, exactly. That should be on BBC iPlayer, baby. And it should be an audio description of me reading that out.
You reading that out.
Yeah.
They're going to take that from this podcast.
Yeah, they are. And I hope I got that wrong and someone comments saying how wrong we are.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, it would actually.
It would be great.
If you comment on this podcast, you're a pretty swag boy.
Yeah, if you even watch this, you're pretty swag.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like we should end it there.
I think we should end it there. It's been fun. We've gone through our segments. Next week, do you want to quickly do number generator now? And we tell him? Or is it going to be a surprise?
Oh. No, this is what we'll do, right?
Right.
We'll do it after the podcast. And then, to keep you guys in suspense, go onto our Instagram and wait for us to comment what episode we're going to be watching. And then next week, or whenever, we'll watch the episode. So if you want to find out, you've got to go onto our Instagram.
Ugh.
This is so... I'm so good.
Oh, you're so good, man.
I'm a genius.
You're bloody brilliant. Do you know what, Lennon? You're fantastic. And do you know what? So was I.
That's good.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We'll be back maybe next week. Might not be a week, but whatever, for episode 3, where we'll do some crazy shit. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.